Okay, so Debbie, we've just finished one of your weekly sessions, and I've totally put you on the spot and just asked if you do this. So thanks so much. So I'm just going to ask you a quick couple of questions just about training, your backgrounds, and why you've started doing this. So obviously we've been doing one-to-one sessions for a little while now. So can you briefly explain what life was like before starting these sessions together, or why you were looking to start sessions like this?
Sure. So before I fell pregnant, I used to do quite a lot of exercise. I was quite active, quite strong. I had my little girl, and I struggled for the first few months to try and get back into that mindset and just carve out the time for me. So basically, I was looking for somebody that could get me back, well, somebody to be accountable to, I guess, as well, to try and build my strength up. I was concerned because I had a natural birth that I'd maybe need some help with my pelvic floor as well. I had done sort of past exercise programs, but I knew that they didn't cater, especially for postnatal mums. So I wanted somebody that could help me get back to not my original fitness, but get me back feeling strong, healthy, whilst knowing what my body had gone through and setting really unrealistic targets as well.
Amazing, thanks, Debbie. And how would you say life has changed for you now then since starting this? And I know you've obviously been working with a pelvic floor specialist as well, and we've had communication through her, which has been amazing for the three of us. So how has life changed for you since putting this kind of time aside for you, really?
I've seen benefits in two ways. Definitely seen mental benefits in terms of being disciplined to carve out sort of 45 minutes 3 times a week just to focus on me, and I just say like pelvic floor. I didn't realize how much your pelvic floor could still be affected months after you'd actually given birth. And then physically, I definitely feel like I'm getting my strength back. I mean, I think a couple of weeks ago I lifted the heaviest weights I've ever lifted, but after having a natural birth, I didn't think I'd be able to do that. But with you doing the gradual build-ups each week and then really making me get at least 3 of these in a week, that's where I've seen the physical benefits. And I definitely feel I'm probably back to my original strength before I had my little girl, to be honest. It's a slow, gradual build, and I think that's the key thing to remember, is it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to get back into your clothes overnight, but I definitely feel like I've toned up. I feel leaner. My muscle mass has definitely got higher. My fat's definitely gone down as well.
No, it's amazing, and you've done really well. And you have been doing 3 sessions a week, which has been fantastic. Just quickly on that, how do you find the time to do that, Debbie?
The only way I can do it, and I never used to be able to do this before I had my child, is the only time I can do it is in the morning. If I don't do it in the morning, then I don't get the time to do it. So I've just had to program myself that my training is now between sort of 6 and 7 a.m. But once I've done it, I know it's done, and I can spend the rest of the day at work, or when I get home from work, spending time doing all the mundane things around the house. But that's the only way I can fit it in, is if I make sure I do it first thing in the morning. And that's probably the most important thing, is just trying to fit it in. Because if you don't, it's mentally and it's physically beneficial, without a doubt.
And just the fact that you've done that is brilliant, because I know that you have to make it a priority and you have to make that time. And if it's something that you're really passionate about and you really want to do, then you will do it, and you're proof of that, you know, with a full-time job, a 1-year-old, a house to run. It's not easy, but you do it, and that's amazing. And just last question, who would you recommend the Mum's Strength Academy to? Who do you think it's suitable for?
Anybody that just wants to get back into doing some form of exercise after giving birth. I think there's so much pressure once you do give birth online, on social media, that you should be able to snap back into it and be jumping around and doing all sorts. But I think this program just shows that you can gradually get to that, but in a safer and more tailored way. And the thing that I really like doing the one-to-ones is that it's completely tailored to my ability and where I am with my core, with my pelvic floor and stuff as well. So honestly, I don't think there's anybody that I wouldn't tell to do it, to be honest. I think anybody should be looking to do it. Amazing. Especially after having a child.
Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you, and well done as well for all your efforts. I'm just going to stop